Michigan Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan Wolverines. Rece Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's shot. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
The Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Might as well run him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing these.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense all set and ready to crank things up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. rid of it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Fires to the right. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide open. The 20. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that.
Touchdown, Indiana! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the...
Running on the Jets. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Second and long here. Drops back. It's Hoover. Snagged in the middle. It's Becker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Right side, it's Becker. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Inside the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And talking to the defensive coaches coming into this game, man, what do they talk about, guys? They talked about tackling. They've got to be good in space, not allow those little plays to turn into big ones. Early in this football game, they miss the mark. They don't tackle well. That's going to be a big thing to watch throughout this football game.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Wants to go up top on second down. Rushes on, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out wide right, it's Richard. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And he'll lose yardage on that return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. He's got the 1st down. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Preston. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air, it's Hoover. Right side, it's Shot. Makes the grab in their space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. With the catch, it's Richard. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Richard. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Looking to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets him to the 41. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Follows his blocks. It's Marshall. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Underwood. Out wide right, it's Hansen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And, man, the defense really needed that. They needed that for their confidence. 3 drives already, 3 touchdowns. They haven't found a way to solve the puzzle till now.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Extending the play. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Got a little space. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season.
just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines, get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Right side, it's Becker. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And a rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up second and long. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Makes the grab. It's Morris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hoosiers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the Hoosiers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
From the gun, it's Marshall. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but his defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play to knock that one down.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Selling the fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun. They're all over him. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Right back to the well. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long. Throwing, Underwood. Comes down, it's Marshall.
That's when I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete, because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
They actually lost a yard on that last completion. Now they'll try to convert on third down. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Had the completion on the last play, but they didn't get any yards, so it's third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Here's Underwood to throw. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Cuts it upfield. It's Marshall. He's past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage today. Now, look, Denard Robinson's career record of over 10,000 is a long way away, but he said he wants to take aim at it someday.
That's crazy, over 10,000 yards, and you might want to take aim at it, but it starts game by game, right? This is a heck of a game, a good start. When you're in Michigan, you're going to get fed, and then taking those opportunities, capitalizing on them, making big plays, heck of a day.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Underwood. Rush right in his face. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Marsh. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pulls it in. It's Becker. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
This time he's got him. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Look out! Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there...
Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conley.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with a look at SMU in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Mustangs, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling.
And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, it's Marshall. He breaks a tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Down he goes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Marsh. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Knocked down immediately.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Rush is on. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Well, time and time again, this running back has found pay dirt. 3 rushing touchdowns, but nowhere to go that time. I think if you're on defense, the biggest key has got to be penetrating and shooting these gaps. They did a great job of that getting the TFL.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. They go play action. Bryce Underwood moves to his right. Just gets rid of that one.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got it backed up right where they want a big opportunity, not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Unloads it downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field.
So much for the wet ball drill. He muffed it, and it's loose.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. Pass to 6. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Here's Underwood to throw. Still looking to his right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Under pressure. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Rolls right. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Beal. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Unleashes it. Out wide right, it's Richard. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Gain of 21 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Hoosiers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wants to throw one first. Shoots it to the left. Caught, it's Becker. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Drops back on first down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Runs through the tackle. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Now on second down. To the back. Still running at the 35. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And the Wolverines need to pick it up on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They'll run it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And he missed it. No good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Right side, it's Marsh. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
At the 36.
The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side, it's Bond. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this 2-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a 1-possession game. Out wide right, it's shot. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the 4th. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you